Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, let's have a look at the headlines. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma's wife and NPP candidate Mehtab Chandi A. Sangma wins Gambhagre by poll after defeating TMC's Sadia Rani M. Sangma by 4,594 votes. Hundreds of citizens demand justice for victim of hit-and-run case Huddersfield Rumboy. Government announces plans to start physical efficiency tests for police recruitment in 1st and 4th battalions. And 12-year-old twins enter literary world with their first book set to be released, a remarkable feat for their age. The news in detail. Dr. Mehtab Chandi A. Sangma, wife of Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma and the National People's Party candidate, emerged victorious in the Gambhagre by-election, defeating her closest rival Sadia Rani M. Sangma of the Trinamool Congress by a margin of 4,594 votes. The NPP secured 12,678 votes in the closely watched contest, while the TMC managed 8,084 votes. Congress, which once held a dominance presence in the region, came third with its candidate Jijang M. Marak garnering 7,695 votes. The Bharatiya Janata Party fared poorly with its candidate Bernard N. Marak failing to cross the 1,000 vote mark.
But the people of Gambhagre have voted for change. And I think the whole Garo Hills and Meghalaya is experiencing that right now with NPP at the government, and we will do more and do our best to ensure that we always give the best to the people.
Of course, we are very happy as a party and would like to thank the people of Gambhagre for their support in this by-election. It is very, very heartening to see that people have voted for development, and we want to assure the people of Gambhagre that we will do everything in our capacity to make sure that we are able to fulfill our promises and deliver. There are many challenges, but we will do our best to serve the people of Gambhagre.
The BJP-led Mahayuti alliance is heading for a landslide victory in Maharashtra Assembly elections, while India Bloc is poised to retain power in Jharkhand. In Maharashtra, BJP is leading in 126 seats, while the Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena is ahead at 56. The Ajit Pawar-led NCP is leading in 39 seats. NDA alliance has crossed 220 mark, while the India Bloc is leading in 35 seats. Addressing a press conference, Shiv Sena leader and former CM Eknath Shinde termed it as historic victory.
मैं महाराष्ट्र के तमाम मतदाताओं को बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं, उनका अभिनंदन करता हूं, क्योंकि ये विक्ट्री जो है ये लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री है। ये मैंने कहा था कि महायुति को थम्पिंग मेजॉरिटी मिलेगी, और इसीलिए मैं तमाम मतदाता जो है, मेरी लाडली बहनाओं को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं, लाडले किसानों को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं, और लाडले हमारे भाई हैं, लाडले सीनियर सिटीजन हैं, सभी वर्ग जो है, सभी वर्ग को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं कि उन्होंने ऐसी विजयश्री प्राप्त कर दी है कि न भूतो न भविष्य तो ऐसी विक्ट्री जो इस बार मिली है, जो 2-2.5 साल हमारी महायुति ने काम किया है।
Meanwhile, in Jharkhand, JMM-led India Bloc is currently ahead in more than 50 seats in the 81-member state assembly. Ruling JMM has been victorious in 13 seats and is leading in 22 seats so far, while Congress won 4 seats and is leading in 12 constituencies. RJD won 1 seat and is leading in 3 seats. BJP got 4 seats and is leading in 16 seats. Others are ahead at 6 seats.
बात है कि जनता की हम सेवा कर रहे हैं और जनता की सेवा कर रहे हैं, और जनता ने यहाँ हमें अपना जो है मजबूत जो है मत दिया है, और मैं पूरा उम्मीद करता हूँ कि यहाँ जो है जो लोकतंत्र की परिभाषा है जनता का जनता के लिए जनता के द्वारा शासन, वही शासन सुनिश्चित होगा, और वही शासन के लिए जनता ने अपना मताधिकार का प्रयोग किया है। और निश्चित तौर पर हेमंत सोरेन जी के नेतृत्व में आदरणीय सोनिया गांधी, राहुल गांधी जी, मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे साहब, मीर साहब के आशीर्वाद से यहाँ इंडिया गठबंधन की मजबूत सरकार बनेगी।
Hundreds of citizens came together on Friday to demand justice for Huddersfield Rimboy, who lost his life in a hit-and-run case involving a police escort vehicle that was reportedly part of a VIP cavalcade of Tourism Minister Paul Lyngdoh on November 15. The candlelight vigil at Malky Ground had a common point of discussion that the people responsible for the death of Huddersfield should be punished as per the law.
Pakai rule kapag kita iban board kala don na do uar hajar khatlai ndrai kini kim sonyawi kita ki an. We don't need a rule, we need Huddersfield law on safety for citizens on the streets. That is the bare minimum, a law.
Ke kani hale kade ka jing tumu ka ek baja. Whatever happens for a reason. Maybe kani ka jingja kawan kanang mangin play ki khamar jongi. Enough of the VIP culture.
The Meghalaya government has initiated efforts to simplify the process of obtaining licenses and permits for minor minerals such as sand and stone quarrying. To promote legal mining and support small-scale miners, Deputy Chief Minister in charge of Home Police, Preston Tinsong, informed that a special committee will be formed to review and simplify the concession rules under the Mines and Mineral Development and Regulation Act, MMDR.
This is the first meeting where we have with the joint members from the Joint Action Committee, these miners. Today, after the constitution of this special meeting constituted by the Forest Department to revisit and to review again the present form of the concession rules from MMDR Act. Because in MMDR Act, we have also one part of the Act which is known as minor minerals. So minor minerals means like sand, stone, quarrying, mining of these items are there. So ultimately, government has notified this committee, and this is the first meeting where we have with the joint members from the Joint Action Committee, these miners, different districts, they are together with us. So we had the introductory meeting, I should say, today.
The Meghalaya government has announced plans to restart the physical efficiency tests for police recruitment at the 1st MLP Battalion in Maoyong, Shillong and the 4th MLP Battalion in Sopian. Deputy Chief Minister in charge of Home Police, Preston Tinsong, cited technical issues during the initial rounds as the reason for the decision to reset the process.
1 week or 2 weeks like that. So once everything is in place, again we will start. So yesterday we have taken a decision. I told them that better we reset the whole thing, because I think some technical defect happens in the in the instruments. So I've already told the board to better postpone it, cancel it, restart again. So now it takes maybe 1 week or 2 weeks like that. So once everything is in place, again we will start.
The East Khasi Hills District Administration on Friday confirmed that the majority of the migrants who had taken shelter in Shillong city had left for Manipur and other parts of the country. This was informed followed a meeting between the district administration and members of the Hinyotrap Youth Council. Additional Deputy Commissioner Ronnie Watlang said that the majority of them have already left Shillong except for the students who are pursuing their studies in Shillong.
Elderly, the old, the infirm and children. We have the numbers of the migrants, the list of which was shared with the local police station and the Office of the Superintendent of Police. And also with the institutions of the Dwarbashno. A majority of them have already left Shillong, and we are in constant touch with the members of the different associations of the different tribes in Manipur residing in Shillong. And in our constant association with them, we have been told that except for students who are pursuing their studies in Shillong, in different institutions, both school and colleges, a great majority of them have already left either for Manipur or for other parts of the country.
Mawsynram MLA Olan Singh Sun has demanded for an inquiry into the alleged misuse of funds amounting to rupees 1.25 crore under the Special Rural Work Program SRWP for 2022-23, which is the second installment. The allegation surfaced on November 18 when some Mawsynram youth accused former Mawsynram MLA HM Shangpliang of misappropriation of funds, to which Shangpliang denied these allegations.
I have taken action with the department. I have written a letter to the minister, to the director, to even copy to the chief secretary to take serious note of this, so that this fund can be refunded. It is a problem only. The fund can be refunded, and so that to enable me to recast the scheme for the interest of the people.
A two-wheeler rider succumbed to his injuries in an accident that occurred around 9 p.m. on November 22nd at Lightcore in East Khasi Hills. The deceased has been identified as Bari Kerpang Kharbuli, 27 years, from Soringkham village. The accident took place along the national highway between a scooty, a truck and a pickup truck. As per report, the deceased was on his way to Shillong from Soringkham. They say a child's future often reveals itself early, and today we bring you a story that perfectly reflects this belief. Here is a report.
Meet Dave Raj Datta and Ratna Deep Datta, twin brothers from Shillong, whose extraordinary talent have already begun to shine at the age of 12. Dave Raj and Ratna Deep are not just twins, but also students of Class 8 at Kendriya Vidyala. These two young talents are all set to publish their very first book, a remarkable feat for their age.
I wrote the book because children like me and younger than me can read this book and enjoy. This is not so serious but full of adventure and little bit of silliness. When I was eating a potato and I love eating potatoes, I realized that I can write a story about it. When I was writing the book, I faced so many difficulties. My teacher helped me to write the book, like I was writing a wrong plot. But when my teacher corrected it and said that don't think like a camera, and I think like a camera, and my story was right.
Their teacher, Smiti Talukdar, who runs the Sprout Coaching Center, has played a pivotal role in nurturing their talent. Her organization is dedicated to unlocking the hidden creativity of children through training in various art forms.
So we realized that they were more inclined towards writing stories than poetries, and that's when we thought that we should push them in this department, and we guided them throughout. And the result is right in front of you. They have not just completed 2 books, but they are on their way to write part 2 of the same book. And we are really impressed and proud of our students and their achievements.
Through hard work, guidance and creativity, these young authors are ready to share their story with the world. As they prepare for the release of their book, Dave and Ratna are proving that age is no barrier to greatness. Bureau Report, DD News, Shillong.
The 125th Seng Kut Snem, celebrated by followers of the Khasi traditional faith, was observed here today. The Seng Kut Snem festival is celebrated annually to commemorate the Seng Khasi movement, which was created to preserve, protect and uphold indigenous Khasi religion and culture. On Saturday, thousands of indigenous Khasi youths, elderly men and women attired in traditional dress, took part in the colorful procession that culminated at a waking ground in Jiao, where traditional dances were held and special prayers were offered. And now for the weather report. Minimum temperature recorded 7.5 degrees Celsius. Maximum temperature recorded 16.8 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 69%. Relative humidity in the evening was 84%. The forecast: light to moderate rain with shallow to moderate fog is likely to occur at isolated places. Before we wind up, let's have a look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma's wife and NPP candidate Metap Chandi A Sangma wins Gambhagre by-poll after defeating TMC Sadia Rani M Sangma by 4,594 votes. Hundreds of citizens demand justice for victim of hit-and-run case Huddersfield Rumboi. Government announces plans to restart physical efficiency tests for police recruitment in 1st and 4th battalions. And 12-year-old twins enter literary world with their first book set to be released, a remarkable feat for their age. Well, viewers, that's all we have in today's edition of the news. Do join us again tomorrow with more updates. Have yourself a good night.